Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to go on this week's Elite Deep Dive, and we're going to be taking my Engineer, and we're not going to be taking any Overclocks for this. So, I'm going to be taking Stubby, the SMG, built like this. So, electricity, larger mag size, extra bullets, more electricity, and more electricity to arc to other enemies. And then for a secondary, we're going to be taking the Shard Diffactor, built like this. So, extra ammo, more weak spot damage, faster charge up, fire, and then slow down. The basic idea of this is use Stubby at close to medium range, and then use the Shard Diffactor at longer ranges to take care of anything. Bring in 2 turrets. Other than that, pretty normal stuff. You can kind of take whatever you want on the platform gun. I'm going to be taking my lures, but any of the grenades are really good with Engineer. And then for armor, running the same armor setup that I usually do, I would highly recommend taking this one, Breathing Room. It's very good on Elite Deep Dives. It's very good in general. Gives you 6 seconds of invulnerability every time you go down. Perks are pretty normal too. Thorns, Resupplier, and Born Ready. Kind of the standard ones I take with Engineer. Born Ready just to reload stuff, although it's not necessary with this particular loadout. It's just I always keep it on there because we can't really reload the Shard Diffractor. This is better on the Grenade Launcher or on the Breach Cutter. And it would also be better with either of the other primary weapons too, but it's not necessary for them. So you could switch that out with something like Sweet Tooth if you want more survivability. Huh, what do we got here? Elite enemies, Aquarks, and a black box. Okay, well. First things first, get rid of anything scary. You also don't need to leave the safety of our ship either, because so long as we're standing in here, we actually do have damage reduction, which will be very useful for taking out all this stuff. Yeah, Elite Threat can't be bad. Especially with things like Tri-Jaws, Slashers, Acid Spitters. Alright, well. Actually, we can just keep our turrets there. Bosco, go get me some stuff, buddy. I'm gonna go get me some more stuff over here. Alright, take care of all the little bugs. And I also have Skull Crusher's beer. That should have been something I said too when we went. Make sure to grab whatever your daily beer is. Unless it's like pots of gold and you're just not interested. Oh, I can get a Steve. Yes. Get them Steve. This one's going to be kind of annoying. Alright, well. Either way. Bosco, could you drop that? And go get that one. Okay, and we're just going to try to prioritize Nitro like we always do. Grabbing Nitro first is very important, especially if you're playing a class like Engineer or Scout where you can run through bullets quickly. This particular build, we shouldn't be running through ammo too fast, but it's always better to have more Nitro than, not enough Nitro. We'll get rid of the Swarm, and then we'll make our way towards the black box, though. And we'll call back our turrets. We don't need them out right now. I think we actually have to climb up through there, which is an interesting predicament. Let's use dash to get through that. It's actually a pretty good spot to fight, though. Yeah. It would be. It would be if they couldn't just wander up behind us. Alright. Oh, I guess we don't actually go up there. Yeah, take him out, Steve. Steve is still alive. Still alive and kicking. Okay. Oh yeah, Skull Crushers. What am I doing? I need some extra value out of this for regular grunts. Remember to use your pickaxe quite a bit, not only in the way that I was using it if you have Skull Crushers, but also if you have something like Slayer Stout or just power attacks up in general. Be sure to use them, that way you're not running through ammo as quick. Defend the area. This is probably going to be the most difficult part. You want to do this quicker than later, or I guess sooner than later, because if you don't do this quick, you're more likely to get overwhelmed. Point extracts, you want to get done in like less than 20 minutes. If you don't, it's going to be much more difficult because bugs are going to be spawning far more frequently. So try to rush this as quick as you can, and then just try to rush, everything else that you can kind of do to get some extra value quick. Pull that over there. That should give us plenty of time to kind of reload our turrets. Maybe spread out some electricity from Stubby. Alright, 50%. Heck yeah. We're out of bullets for the turrets, but that's okay. Oh, that's right. Steve died. How unfortunate. We need to get ourselves another guard or a slasher or something. Get some extra value there. No guards or slashers in there, though. There's one, but Bosco's gonna kill him so fast. Oh, that's not an elite grabber. It is! Thank you. Thanks, Bosco. Yeah, those are probably the worst elite things that you can get. I'm just gonna, I guess, not dodge this at all. Alright. Now let's be on our way. I don't want to get grabbed again.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. Let's get rid of this. I'm nearly out of bullets. That's okay though. That's mostly okay. You're gonna have to come back here for more nitrat. Wow, that is a lot of mushrooms. If you're driller on this mission, you can also throw your axes through this. Or use your flamethrower if you brought that. There we go. Let's clear it all up.
Light for me, please.
Thank you, Bosco. I think I can chuck that. Oh, I see another one. Alright, Bosco, grab that one. Alright, that's all the quarks we need. Man, this first board is kind of rough. Yeah.
Down and go. Follow me, Bosco.
Alright, there we go. Okay, let's go.
Launch controls are active and awaiting input. Let's get this wrapped up.
Put our turrets over here, then we just gotta hold the area for 2 minutes. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna kind of stick around this main area. One, because there's a bunch of goo here, so might get some value for slowing things down. And two, because we do have the turret set up here, as well as our resupply set up here. So, oh, whoops. I thought you were a regular. Well, I'll go down from this, but that's okay. We can have Bosco res this, and then we just gotta dig through the wall because apparently it's in the wall again. This seems to happen every time that I'm not playing Driller. I don't think I've ever had a mission where I've played Driller. There we go. Thanks, Bosco. Bosco. Okay, well, that kind of slowed me down. We might end up using all 3 downs right here, just trying to get to the actual pod, because, you know, apparently in the wall is close enough. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Well. There goes the Praetorian. We get all of our downs back anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Same with you'll get all your perks back if you use them, like See You in Hell or Heightened Senses or anything like that. Parasites with just a Morkite to kill a Dreadnought mission. Okay. Alright, well, looks like our Dreadnought's here. Yep. Let's make sure there's no leeches real quick. Yeah. Because this looks like a great place to fight it. Oh, there was a leech. Alright, good thing we scouted ahead. That's a good idea too if you plan on using a room to fight in, especially if it's a room you haven't explored yet. If it's like the starting room, you obviously don't need to scout it because there can't be leeches in the starting room. At least I've never had one. Alright, let's get the Dreadnought started. I'm going to call this in 2. Standard Dreadnought. Okay, cool. Okay, well. It's kind of unfortunate though, those things started to show up when I called this in. Oh well. Take care of the normal bugs first, and then we'll fight the Dreadnought. Just be constantly trying to avoid him. Alright, there we go. Now we can fight the Dreadnought. And I'm out of bullets with the turrets. I don't know if it's really necessary to have the turrets because they're just going to keep shooting him. And most of their bullets aren't going to actually do any damage to him. Try to use the laser as much as possible. Engineer secondaries are fantastic for hitting the Dreadnoughts in their weak spot. If you have the breach cutter, you don't even need to do it. You can just shoot right through them. Alright. Use the lure to kind of get that. We'll get resupplier here to, yep. Be able to just kind of avoid him in general. Oh, and some power attacks as well. You don't need to hit him in the weak spot with the power attacks, by the way. You can just hit him wherever. And we have skull crushers too, so gonna be a little bit cheeky here and get some extra hits in. Use the laser, because the laser does really high damage. And he might be trying to hit me. Alright. There we go. Alright, last stage of the Dreadnought. Normal Dreadnought's pretty straightforward. You just kind of keep trying to circle around him. If you're playing multiplayer though and he's after you, and the team is the other direction, don't try to do that. There's no point in you trying to get the little bit of damage that you can when you have like 3 other people that can just do probably more damage than you. Maybe if you're bringing something really crazy like hyper propellant, then try to do that. But at that point, you have a railgun that can do so much damage, it's not even funny. Alright, there we go. Just use skull crushers to get rid of him.
Getting supplies.
And we'll grab another resupply. We can leave these other 2 here. And we'll just be on our way. Well, actually we won't, because Bosco, grab that. We need more and more kite.
Maybe we're not
The rest of this is going to be probably pretty basic. We might get a swarm or 2, but fighting missions tend to be a little bit anticlimactic in terms of stuff that you gotta fight. I don't think this one's that difficult, not compared to the first one. Ah, okay. We got enough. More kite. Bugs are coming to abduct us. I also think I heard more spawn behind me, but that's okay. Let's get out of here. Oh, yep, I was right. There was bugs that spawned behind me. Oh, I jumped into that. Yeah. Alright, well. Oh, hey, I didn't die. I don't have any health, but I didn't die from that fall. Thanks, platforms. You're the best. That I might have my dash up. That I might not go down to a slasher. Turns out that is not true. Alright, well. First down, but that's okay. Let's go. Could you shoot that thing? Thank you. Alright, I got turned around there and I think I went around in a circle. Anyway, to the next stage. Close call as always. On to stage 3. Let's see if this gets any more crazy. So far, that board wasn't that bad. First board was far more rough. Let's see how the last board goes though, because we could still get another negative modifier on this. Elite deep dives are guaranteed to have 2, but can't have 3. Well, actually, but Volatile Guts plus Exploder Infestation is basically... they pretty much cancel each other out, so... we'll get Exploders, But as long as we can hear them or see them ahead of time, and we'll have our turrets anyway, it shouldn't matter that much. Egg hunt, we have 6 eggs, so we're going to get 2 swarms, and we have the black box, so another swarm on top of that. We will want to resupply throughout this, and I don't recall if I have enough. I do have enough nitro. Alright. Good. I actually have enough for 2, so we'll be fine. Oh yeah, I need to get a Steve still. Okay, no swarm egg from our first pop. It's Bosco. Get out of the way, Harvester. These guys always get in the way. Alright, Bosco, grab that one. We still have our resupply all the way at the top of this cave, so we can go back and get that too. Alright, and that's our first swarm, so reload the turrets. Make sure Bosco's not holding anything. And then we fight. And we make sure we don't get exploded either. Down here's not really the greatest spot to fight, but it's not a terrible spot to fight either. There we go. Oh no! No! Okay, good. I didn't accidentally kill the little guy. Steve, come fight for us. Okay, come out, Steve. Ah. Dang, I ran through like all of my ammo. Well, let's start out with a black box then. Get our extra horde, and then we have another egg right next to us that we could potentially get. Take care of those. We got the turrets looking the other way, so we should be fine there. As long as Molly doesn't body block. Molly, get over here. That way you're out of the way. Alright. Let's do this then. Sounds like more stuff's coming from this direction. Toss that there. Damn. Tried to dodge it, didn't work. Still got our dancing dwarf over here. Ah, never mind, he's gone. Toss that over there. Trying to get rid of the exploders as much as possible. And as much as possible. Alright. Oh, whoop. Didn't realize I was at the edge of it. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's go. Open that up. That wasn't our swarm egg. Alright, there we go. That's our last egg. Thanks, Busco. Set these up here. Turned out it was right in the starting room, and I just didn't grab it. Alright. There There's the grabber. Get rid of that thing. Don't need to be abducted. Yeah. Hey, damn. We can use up everything else we got to clear up this, because there's just the exit after this, so... There we go. That was kind of convenient. There was a little hole right here. Otherwise I would have got hit in the face with that tri-jaw shot. Yeah, like that. Swarm zone's done. Awesome. Don't know. It still seems like they're spawning stuff all around us. Reload the turrets too. Alright, well, away we go then. That wasn't so bad. I think the first stage of this deep dive is actually the most difficult. This one, you could get overwhelmed. I could see that happening. Yeah, just over here.
Feel much better now.
No, there's a leech. There's a leech hidden right here, and somehow it didn't die to the drop pod. What a cruel trick. Oh, I'm glad I didn't lose any downs. That would have been absolutely devastating. Alright. Alright, away we go then. Later, Busco. Feel free to kill as many as you'd like. Okay, well. Can't believe that happened. Just get trolled at the very last second. How do we do on kills and time and all that? Probably took about an hour. Yeah, 52 minutes. That's about normal for solos. And then 740 kills. There was a lot of little stuff in that though. And that last mission, they just kept throwing things at us with the exploder infestation. So I guess that kind of makes sense. That was the Elite Deep Dive. No overclocks on Stubby and on the Shard Diffactor. If I was going to change this for this particular dive, I'd probably take like the Breach Cutter, because Breach Cutter I think is a little bit more necessary than the Shard Diffractor. There wasn't a whole lot of really long ranges that I could use it at. It still worked just fine, any of the secondaries would. I think the Breach Cutter would have worked the best though at close range, and then any of the primaries would have worked. Special thanks to the supporters of this channel. I really do appreciate all the support. If you would like to become a supporter, links in the description as well as the join button down below on YouTube. Helps me out a lot. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye!